The truth is, you can never please everyone. You could be the most loving, pure-hearted person on earth, and someone will still dislike you. So stop wasting your energy trying to control what others feel about you. Start focusing on what you feel about yourself. Ask yourself, do I respect the person I'm becoming? Do I honor my boundaries, my peace, my values? Because that's what actually matters. People's opinions change with the weather, but your self-respect is what keeps you steady when everything else shifts. To stop caring what others think, you must first learn to be alone. Not lonely, but alone. There's a difference. Loneliness is craving company. Aloneness is discovering yourself. When you sit in silence long enough, you start hearing your real voice. Not the one shaped by fear or comparison, but the one buried beneath expectations. That's the voice of your soul. And once you find it, you'll realize how much noise you've been carrying. You'll stop needing validation because you'll already feel whole. And when you're whole, you don't chase. You attract, you don't perform, you radiate. People can feel it. They sense when someone is no longer begging for acceptance. It's magnetic. It's peace turned into presence. Here's the turning point. You've spent years trying to be understood, but what if your peace comes from not explaining anymore? You've spent years trying to fit in, but what if your power comes from standing out? You've spent years trying to impress, but what if your freedom comes from not trying at all? When you finally stop caring what others think, you stop negotiating your worth. You start walking differently, speaking differently, thinking differently. You no longer react, you respond. You no longer chase, you create. You no longer fear, you flow. This is the true evolution of self. You are not here to be liked. You are here to live, to create, to love, to fail, to rise, to burn and rebuild. People will misunderstand your journey. That's okay. They weren't given your vision. They weren't meant to understand your fire. The more you grow, the more you'll outgrow their opinions. And that's not arrogance. It's alignment. When you finally stop explaining yourself, you start living for yourself. And that's where your peace begins. Surround yourself not with people who agree with you, but with people who understand you. There's a difference. Understanding creates space for freedom. Agreement creates dependence. You don't need everyone to like you. You just need a few real ones who see your truth. Because those few will hold more value than 1,000 surface-level connections. The rest, let them drift away. Let them gossip, misunderstand, forget. That's not your burden anymore. You are not losing people. You are losing illusions, and that's growth. When you finally let go of people's opinions, you start noticing something strange. Life becomes lighter, colors brighter, your mind quieter. You start enjoying small things again, a walk, a song, a sunset, because now you're experiencing them for you, not for the validation of showing others. You stop recording moments for approval and start living them for presence. And that's when peace becomes real. No one's opinion can define you unless you let it. They can only describe you from their limited view. They can't see your intentions, your pain, your growth, your silent battles. So stop explaining your worth to people committed to misunderstanding you. Remember, you were not born to fit in. You were born to awaken. And awakening often looks like isolation, discomfort, misunderstanding. But that's the path of authenticity. Because only when you stop caring what others think of you, can you finally start hearing what you think of yourself. So walk. Walk without fear. Walk without apology. Walk without needing permission. Because freedom isn't found in being loved by all. It is found in being real with yourself. Let them talk. Let them doubt. Let them misunderstand. You just keep becoming. And when they finally realize you stopped caring, they'll start watching. And when they start watching, you'll already be gone. Somewhere higher, somewhere freer, somewhere real.